Jammin', yeah. What's up now? That's what I'm talking about. This thing doesn't work very well. Oh, it's not digital. Gee whiz. Ultra high frequency. Doesn't work. Yes, hello. Oh, you're video? Oh! Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, let me stop my Walkman here. So, most of you, yes, this is a real cell phone. This is awesome, high-grade quality stuff right here. Anyway, so what's up, everybody? My name's Russ. I'm with rwgresearch.com, and I'm just sitting here with some old stuff I found. I've been cleaning out my basement, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I found a whole bunch of stuff that I've had since I can't even remember, probably 3 years old. I've been collecting stuff, and this is just some of the stuff that that I still have. This old tape player. Look, it's even got the old microphone. Hello, would you like to speak? So why am I making this video? Oh, and by the way, I did upgrade to the CD compact disc player. I don't even know how to open it. There we go. And then one day later, MP3 players came about. I had some of those too. Here's something you haven't seen in a while: a cordless phone with the small tape recorder for voice recording. This thing's awesome. Pretty sure it's pieces. This stuff never stayed together when I was a kid. My parents didn't. Yeah, my parents. Yeah, they couldn't find some stuff every once in a while. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. Anyway, so why am I making this video? Well, I'm going to be making a series of videos from the stuff that I've had since I was a kid. I've probably got 5 or 6 things to show you, maybe a couple more that I'll find that I built when I was a kid, and I'd like to just make a video about them. So I'm going to be producing videos. The next couple of weeks you'll just be seeing videos. They may even be all with the same outfit on because I might be filming them all today. But one thing I wanted to share with you is when I was cleaning my basement and I'm reorganizing. I've had this house for like 10 years, and no, I've had this house for about 5 years now, and I've just been collecting stuff, and I brought stuff from my dad's house since I was a kid, and the stuff's just been everywhere, and I haven't been able to really organize it. So I finally am organizing stuff. I actually have a lot of stuff in bins. You might be able to see some of them back there, and I'll give you a tour of the lab later. But I wanted to share something with you before I got started on this series of videos, and it was in a notebook right here. Okay. Know a little bit more about Russ. This is time. So this notebook has stuff in it from a long time ago. Here's a high school report card. Oh, all A's and B's. Yeah. GPA 3.285. Accumulative GPA 3.342. So there you go. Now you know. But you know, as a kid, I was diagnosed as having a learning disorder, and I think that was true to an extent. But I think what it was, I had much more interest in like blowing stuff up and just having fun, and just being a kid and learning about stuff and building things. And I mean, I'd tear stuff apart at my house. And I'd be building something else, and my dad would be, "Where'd you get that at?" I'm like, don't worry about it. It's your old, yeah, thing, you know. And I got in trouble so many times for taking things apart I shouldn't have. I remember taking things apart and putting them back together without anybody knowing that was, like, being used at the time, you know, the telephone or something. So it's been kind of cool, but I wanted to share something with you. Oh, back to my little story I was telling you. So I think I was more interested in building and doing and learning and that kind of stuff. And I think that's why I didn't really do that good in school. As a matter of fact, I didn't even pass the I-step because I really think I just didn't care. My reading and writing skills are horrible. Spelling is terrible. But, you know, I get by. I guess I didn't think I needed those things. I knew I could build stuff, and that was my gift. And that's what I got, and here I am. So, really quickly, I want to read you something. All right, this is I wrote this in 2002. It's 2013. Today's the 18th, 3/18/2013. I wrote this September 17th, 2002. Predict your future for 10 years, or 10 years from now. All right, in 10 years, I will be a robotics engineer. I am an automation technician. I actually successfully did that one. That's kind of cool. I will work for NASA. Well, NASA's closed down, I guess, so I can't do that. I will design a robot that fixes stuff in space. Well, I didn't accomplish that one. I will have a nice... Oh, I will have a... See, I can't even read. Isn't that terrible? I will have a nice, very house and car. See, that's how I wrote it. That's terrible. I got 2 cars that I paid off, that I bought. One for my dad and one for my mom. One's my grandpa's. And I rebuilt the head gaskets in the one I bought from my dad. So, yeah, there's that. I will have a beautiful wife and kids. You know what? I didn't think I obviously told myself that I would, but like thinking about it now, I've been married for about 5 years, and yeah, I have a beautiful wife and 2 children and one almost here, about a month and a half, and I will have my 3rd child. I will have a motorcycle. I actually do have a motorcycle. I have an electric motorcycle that I built. So, I kind of do have a motorcycle. I will be 37 years old. I don't know why I wrote I will be 37 years old when I knew what age I was in 2002, and I'm supposed to predict my future in 10 years. Maybe this is the next version, because the next part says, I will have 3 kids. Well, I will have 3 kids, and I'll be probably 4 by the time I'm 37. I am only 28, by the way, for you guys that want to know. I will have a 4-story house. It will have 2 floors underground and 2 above. I hope it turns out okay. Really have no idea what happened on that last paragraph. I do have a house. I own a house. I'm pretty proud of that. Being a married young person in this type of world now, in this age, it's kind of you know, that just kind of, there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and a lot of younger kids just don't have that right now. So to be married, I'm the youngest. I have 2 older sisters. To be the youngest, to be the first one married, to be the only one with kids right now, is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So that was pretty cool. Now, this is the paper that really kind of got to me, because this is the way I thought, but I didn't realize it, I guess. But I really think about this now. This is actually a piece of paper that has scribble marks all over it, and I got them all spelt wrong, and they reworded some stuff, but I'm just going to read it as it is, whatever I read. So, here's what it says. I live to fulfill the pursuit of happiness. Whatever that really means. I try to be happy. To be drug-free. That is something that most of you may not realize. I actually have never done a drug in my life. That is something that I just decided. As you can see from whenever I wrote this, I have no idea. This had to be back at least 2002, because that's in the notebook for this year. Maybe even earlier, but that's something that I devoted to myself. I said I wasn't going to do that stuff. I just didn't want to. It's just who I was. And I didn't. I don't drink. I occasionally have a pina colada, but very rarely. I probably only have one in the last 4 months, and maybe one more by the end of the year. So I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never done drugs, stuff like that. So some of you may not know that. Some of you may go, Russ, you're awfully like just whack for not doing these type of things. It's like, well, I'm just a different kind of dude. I get my high on life and from feedback from you guys and making videos and stuff. So next it says, to have fun. I try my best to do that. To make people laugh. I usually do a pretty good job of that just by acting silly and crazy. And to help the world be a better place for others and myself. Which I wrote. This is how I wrote it originally. That was what I scratched out and rewrote. To help the world be Oh, yes. To help the world be a better place for me and others. Anyway, that's interesting. And I found that and I read that and I thought, that's pretty cool. I just saw this one actually, so I decided to read it too. But, yeah, and then what's in my notebook? Nothing. There's a bunch of nothing. I didn't even write anything in my notebook. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of share that with you, trying to kind of encourage you guys out there that think that you may not have the necessary skills to do, the type of stuff like I'm doing. Like, some of this just come natural for me, and there's a lot of things that, I have no idea about. I find myself a fairly smart individual, but at the same time, like, if you sit me down in front of a book and want me to write something down, like a paper or something, like, I'll probably fold it up and fly paper airplanes, because that's what I did in school. Like, that is what I did. I remember spending all morning before recess in middle school folding up paper airplanes and waiting to recess and then flying it. Like, that's what I did. That's where my head was at. Didn't care about school at all. And to be honest, for those of you who are younger than me and are in school, pay attention to school, because I do regret not learning my reading and writing skills. That is freaking terrible. And there's a lot of you out there the same. I got the skills to work with my hands. That's what I've got. And so yeah, I guess that's all I really had to say. I'm almost finished cleaning up down here. It still looks like a bit of a mess. I even got some old cell phones. My kids play with them. I had a car phone down here, but I took it apart. Yeah, so I'm just trying to share some base knowledge with you guys, be a little one-on-one, show you a little bit more of my background. But as a kid, I was building stuff all the time. I was doing stuff all the time, taking stuff apart. I remember people, the first thing I remember ever taking apart was one of those little play school, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was Play School or something, with the little microphone and had a tape recorder, and you could record it and stuff. I remember poking a hole in a speaker through the front of that thing with a screwdriver. I remember sitting on my stairs at my dad's house. I think I was around 2 years old when I did that. Like, I remember that. And then from that day on, it got to a point where, like, people would literally drop stuff off at my dad's house for me to tear apart. VCRs were the best. So many VCRs I fixed. I love VCRs. Always a mechanical problem with a VCR. Always. I never ran across an electrical problem unless one got hit by lightning. Did have that once. Everything's always been mechanical with those things. So I used to fix those all the time, and people were like, "What? You fixed the VCR?" And I would give some of them back to people. Other people were like, "I bought one. Just don't worry about it." VCRs were the thing. That was expensive, like buying a Blu-ray player. But anyway, yeah. So a little background on me. I thought you might enjoy a little bit of a background. And so this series is going to be when I was a kid, I think. I think that's what I'm going to label them. And they'll just be, when I was a kid, I built, and it'll be whatever it is. I'll probably put hashtags 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so you can follow them later. But that's it. My name's Russ. I'm with rwgresearch.com. Just trying to do a good thing. As it's stated in this paper that I wrote a long time ago, I really just want to make this world a better place. This is interesting to me that I wrote that such a long time ago. It took me a long time to find my place. I wish that I would have known that about this energy problem that we had in, like, the high school and college, because I would have gained so much more knowledge and had a lot more tools at my fingertips then. Especially in college, I had a lot of access to machinery and people who could build stuff. So I kind of wish I did then, but I was building electric skateboards and RC planes and stuff like that. There's an RC plane hanging up there. You can see it. Put a camera on the front of it. First YouTube I ever posted was the camera footage from a wireless camera I posted on that. I'll put it in the description. If you're watching this from my website, I'll put it somewhere at the bottom of this page. But anyway, yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know how I'm doing, and a little more background of me. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, I know a few of you aren't going to like this video. This is for those of you who actually, you know, have a heart and want to hear a little more story. There it is. So, peace and love to you all. God bless. Definitely leave a comment if you like it. If you don't like it, yeah, you leave a comment. I don't care. That's it. I'm going to rock out, man. I got some walking men to do. Walking men. I'm a walking man. Yeah! Rock out, guys! Woohoo! Ah! Well, I just got done making my video. And the funniest thing just happened. Okay, this doesn't look like a whole lot right now. I'll fix it and show you what it was. I built this in high school. And I just got done talking about my past. And look, the strings finally broke. This has been hanging on this small piece of, what is that stuff? Yarn. You can see it stringing out right there. That's been hanging somewhere and eventually ended up in my basement since high school. And it just now finally broke. That is just the most weirdest coincidence thing that I just got talking about my past. And it broke. I'm going to tie it back together. I'll show you what it was. It's funny. Okay, so I tied it back together. This is something that I made in high school. This can be part of number 1. Something I made in high school. Yeah, it's just one of those things that are all balanced, and I made them out of circuit boards. I had to make something in art class. This is what I made, and it's been hanging here since high school, which is probably what? Probably made this in 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. This is a VCR circuit board, radio, hard drive, floppy drive, and this come out of that same VCR, part of the tuner circuit. Anyway, yeah, so this is number 1. We'll start this end of this video with number 1. Hilarious. It's funny. I can't believe that it just broke after that long. After I just got done making that video. Hilarious. Oh, this isn't working out very well today. Let's try this again.